This video is going to explain to you how to insert the cartridge in the RESPIMAT inhaler. It's very easy to do. It should only take a couple minutes. You have your cap. I'm sure you've used this before. If you haven't, that's okay. You have the cap. You want to kind of get it out of the way when you use it. You see that you can put it down a little further and keep it out of the way. You've got your dosing button over here. You have vents so that when this is against your mouth, at least the excess can vent out. You've got your cartridge. You got your safety catch, the lock. You've got the bottom piece over here. You got arrows, tell you the direction to turn this. Do not turn this until you have the cartridge in there. So you want to press the safety thing. Sometimes it comes apart easily. You're not going to damage this thing, but don't yank around. Be careful. You want to squeeze this button in all the way. Sometimes if you don't squeeze it, it's not going to come out. And you're pulling and pulling and you don't know why. Like this, you got to press that all the way in. If you have long nails, it might be a little difficult. If you're a little shaky, that's okay. You can put your finger over here, press it over here. It should come apart. See, it's just stuck over there. This little piece gets stuck on this latch. And you don't want to put your finger in here. There's a pin in here. You don't want to pierce your finger. You don't want to put anything in there. You got the cartridge, so you're going to take the cartridge. What they want you to do on the cartridge is they want you to write 90 days, the discard date 90 days after you start. And if you don't use this for like 3 days, they want you to prime it again like I'm going to show you in the video. Everybody's got their own way of doing it. Some people want you to prime it 3 times. The instructions say prime it 4 to 6 times. I don't think you need to do that as long as you've got mist coming out. So what you want to do, you turn this thing upside down, lightly place this in here. Now, some people might want to do this and press all the way in. You don't need to do it that way. Just get this in here, or you can put it on the table like this. But what you want to do is get this thing in, put it on top, and then you're going to want to insert it all the way in. And there's a needle in there. This thing, the opening goes to about here. So this will go all the way in, and it will stick out about 1/8 of an inch. That when it's done, it will be about that much. If it's out further, this cap is not going to fit on there. So we can put this in here, and I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to press down. I'm going to press down with I'm not going to put all my force on the cap. I'm going to press down. And you heard the pop, and you also heard the click, and it's not going any further, and that's it. It's completely in. I didn't put pressure on here, so I'm not going to damage the dosage gauge, and that's fully in. As I said, if it's not fully in, this cap will not go on all the way. It will not click in. So you've got no opening here. You've got an opening over here, which means that it only slides in one direction. It kind of clicks on there, and it's going to snap now. It's going to pop. Now that you know it's in here, what they want you to do is you have to prime this thing. Remember the 3 arrows? So what you're going to do is you're going to turn this thing, 1 turn, and I'm not going to do this on the video. You don't need to see me do this. You're going to turn this thing once until it pops, until it snaps. You're going to hear a snap. And if you don't have a lot of hand strength, this might be a little difficult, but you're going to turn it once. You're going to turn it 180 degrees. That means half a turn. That's it, and it popped, it snapped. Now you're going to lift the cover up, and some people want you to prime it, blowing this into the air on an angle. You don't want this in your eyes. You definitely don't want this floating around in the air if you have people walking around or pets. And the company, they want you to point it down towards the ground to prime it. And what they want you to do is press the dose button until you get a release. So now that we've turned the base 180 degrees, you lift the top up. As I said, these are the vents, so this is going to spray out of the front, but if this is covered with your mouth, The excess pressure will come out of the vents. We'll get the lid down, and what they want you to do then is press this thing, and you want to see a mist come out of it. And I already saw a mist. Now what they want you to do is to do this 3 times. The company wants you to do it 4 to 6 times. I'm going to do this only twice. Turn it until it clicks. It clicked. We turn it this way. Then I'm going to do this in the air, in the cloth, because I don't want it to blow through the air. You saw the mist. It's primed. And if you don't use this for 3 to 6 days, a few days, they want you to do this again. They want you to prime it. Again, for priming, keep the cover on. You do the turn 180 degrees. You open it up. The company wants you to press it downward, point it downward. Other people just say point it upward like you would normally do when you're using it, whichever way you want to do it. Press the button, close it, turn the base 180, open it up again, press the button, close it, turn it as many times as you feel comfortable. The company says do it until it mists and then do it 4 to 6 more times. And on the side over here, you've got your little dosing piece over here. And we haven't even hit the 60. So I'll do it one last time. We'll turn it. Open it. Press downward. Misted. Close it. And we're still not even at the 60 point. So I think that's more than enough. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. Hopefully the video helped you. Check out the information in the video description. I would appreciate it. Stay well, stay safe. Use your inhaler. They say use it twice a day, but that depends on your doctor and what the instructions are.